This girl just handed her life savings to scammers. I have no other context. Let's dive into the video.
Hey internet, my
Hey,
name's
internet.
Kira, and I can't say it out loud because it makes me ill, but I was scammed for a large amount of money,
Oh my god.
and I feel so dumb. I feel
How much was it?
there are a lot of emotions. This was about 24 hours ago, and I'm still settling in, and I'm still trying to figure out what happened to me. But I just want to put this out here because I do not want this to happen to anybody else because it is not recoverable. This wasn't a digital scam. This wasn't something that I can just tell my bank, hey, I didn't do
She handed cash to people? What
this
happened?
and I get it back. This was so, I was dumb. You need to, think, I had a moment of dumbness and they got me.
She's in so
for
much pain. Oh my
my
god.
life savings.
What happened?
Um,
Life savings.
Sorry. I don't, want to post myself crying on the internet, but I can't talk about this without crying, so I apologize for my emotions. I genuinely want to get this out there. If it saves one person, that's helpful. But if you know me, you think I'm really dumb now if you watch this, and that's okay. I just want people to know about the situation, because one less person would be nice. So let me get to it. So yesterday I get a call from my bank, and it was my bank's number. I Googled the number. I am going in my head, yes, back and forth, is it my bank, is it a scam, I finally tell myself, this is real. I Googled the number, this guy seems legit, he's not asking me for any of my
When in doubt, I just always assume it's a scammer. And if I have a question, I will just call them back personally. But we'll see what happens here.
information. He's telling me that there's been fraudulent activity on my card and asking me if I am aware of a charge in Texas. I say no, I'm not in Texas. I'm in Colorado. So that's happened to me before, and normally the next step is they freeze my card and then I get sent a new one. But that was not what happened to me this time. He said, okay, I need to transfer you to our fraud department. They are going to bring you through the next steps. And
The thing is, this sounds so legit so far. It sounds very real. I could see why someone could fall for this, but I'm still curious. Does she hand cash to people? She said it wasn't digital.
Okay, cool. So I get transferred. It's a new number. I'm thinking it's real at this time, so I don't Google this new next number. I'm just listening, and she's telling me that actually I'm a victim of identity theft, and that there's somebody in the bank using my ID or all the information on my ID to make a withdrawal
What?
of all of my money.
Inside job?
And so I'm at this point starting.
This is starting to sound like a movie or something. This is crazy. Her bank is calling her to tell her that her bank is using her identity and her account to steal from her.
Starting to really panic. I am panicked beyond. I am a very anxious person, which I think that this definitely helped them get this scam, because once they got me into a state of panic, I don't know why, but I was all trusting of them, and I'm so ashamed.
They're getting good,
and
the scammers.
Angry at myself. So if you can't think I'm more dumb than I already think I am, so I guess that's why I'm posting it. So she tells me that it's identity theft and that this person is obviously not me on the cameras, but they just want me to come to a branch to just figure this all out and do something. So I start driving to a branch, because when they had called me, I was walking out of the grocery store. So I was already in my car.
Wait. And I know in these moments you might not be fully thinking, but it's they told her it was someone inside the bank took her identity and used it. Unless she meant, some person walked into the bank and used it. I was hearing that as in a bank employee. It's an inside job and someone's doing it, because now she's mentioning cameras. So someone was on a camera. So someone was physically in I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, in these states, it's like really hard to maybe think through all this stuff. You just kind of, like she said, she just became very trusting because she started panicking. I gotta see what happens here.
Car, and I said, and I'm thinking like my money's being stolen, so I'm like, yeah, I'm on my way right now.
Oh my god.
I go to the branch, and on my way to the branch, she starts just like saying to me that the branch that I am currently going to is under investigation because she asked me, she goes, is this the branch you're going to? And she named the address. She
Wow.
had that information, so they know where I'm banking, they know where I'm going to go, like.
That's so scary.
And so basically
I could see why someone would fall for this.
she tells me that this branch is under investigation and that I need you to go in there and try and withdraw X amount of cash, but the teller should not let you do it. So we need to just make sure that the teller's not in on it, and in order to do that, we just need to make sure she's not willing to give you any cash. And part of this is making sense to me.
Yeah, why would one teller in a bank be in on this? That just seems odd. But again, in the moment, it's really hard to think through all this stuff. But when you're just hearing her talk about it, there's all these red flags. I can see why people fall for this for sure. It's very detailed and specific.
And I'm like, okay, I guess, and obviously every time I speak this, or this has been on my mind for 24 hours, I can't live it down. And obviously when this person's telling me all this, I'm in a state of panic thinking my shit is being stolen and I need to do this in order to keep my stuff safe.
Yeah.
And yes, it's dumb, but that was my mindset in that moment. So I'm doing the thing. She tells me, go in there, keep me on the phone, put me in your pocket or purse or whatever. This lady is very kind, American accent. Not that wouldn't make her not kind, but that was just, I think, when you think scam, you're thinking you're going to get somebody foreign or possibly some sort of accent, or you can tell in some way, or it sounds like a call center. No, none of those red flags were happening. And she tells me, okay, go in the bank and withdraw, and you are now part of this investigation, so just try and grab as much detail as you can. She goes, I understand this is an emotional situation.
Making her be a part of it now. Now you're a part of it. Now you're going to help us get the perpetrator, right?
You are a victim of identity theft. Please take this seriously. You're a victim. And they got me. And long story short, I don't know, they had me convinced that the cash I pulled out was fraudulent cash and that I needed a carrier to pick it up. Somebody needed to drive to my house and a courier was to pick it up because that's fraudulent cash, and if I were to touch it, I am now...
How much money was it?
And obviously, every time I say this, I want to shake my head empty and bang my head against the table because how stupid could I be? And I even said to myself and told this woman on the phone, I'm not giving money over to a courier until I have replaced money. What do you mean? I'm arguing with her, and they are so persistent, and she was so she was well, if this and I'm thinking well, if this was a scam, they'd probably just give up at this point, because I've called them scammers multiple times at this point. I'm telling them you're scamming me, why would I do this? They got me so...
She's probably the 100th, 200th, 1000th person that they've done this to, unfortunately. So yeah, they know the drill, and this is not their first rodeo.
Good. I am so stupid.
How much money?
Anyway, long story short, I take all of my cash that I withdrawed, and I gave it to a U.S. bank courier that was parked outside of my residence.
Your residence? Outside your house?
I did that.
They had all her information. They knew where she lived. They knew the closest bank. They knew how much money she had in there, because it sounded like they were telling her the exact amount of money. Hey, that she shouldn't be allowed, the teller shouldn't be allowed to, withdraw this amount because your account's under investigation. They had a lot of specific information. I feel so bad for her. She looks, I
did that. I voluntarily gave over my money. They got me that good. I am 23 years of age. I am aware of these scams, and I'm so stupid. like the grief I'm going through, like I can't even say the number. Like I can't put myself through that embarrassment, but just know I've been saving it for a long time, and it was my nest egg, and it was possibly going to get me some sort of property so I don't have to rent anymore. Like I've worked for that for almost 10 years now. I've worked since I was 15 years old, and
Wow.
it's
Yeah.
just taken away from me, but it wasn't. I gave it to them. And that's the part that rips me to shreds. So I'm just posting this so people can see it.
All right, cool. So she didn't, I sped up a little bit. She didn't say what the amount was in that one video. I need to know. So I stalked her page and I found this other video, and she says the number here.
Horrible. And for all of you who want to know the amount, I'll just say it because I've decided to be a little bit less embarrassed of the situation after I've heard all of your stories, but I did lose $9,250.
Yeah. So I don't know about you guys. I thought this was going to be like $50,000, $100,000. Okay, so horrible story. And I really hope I guess I hope it's not true, but she seems so genuine that I kind of believe her. So luckily $9,000 is not a lot. She said it's her life savings, so take that with what it is. And I understand that could be really, she said she was working for like 10 years to get to the $9,000. So I understand, but there's actually people out there that are finding a lot of money in their finances over a short period of time. And there's this process that I walk these people through. So like $1,200 for Sandy, she's never saved this much money. Kahisha, $1,300. Kim, $1,000 in 6 weeks. So all these people are finding a lot of money in a short period of time. And it's because of this 3-step framework. So Kira, I hope you're watching this, but here's what you can do. And it sounds like you're young, so please don't like super stress about it. You have so much time. You can always make more money. I know you said it was your life savings, but here's the 3-step process that you can do. The first step to find extra money in your finances is called the 3-month look back. So what we do is we go back 90 days of our spending. We see where our money has been going. You could even use AI now, just kind of copy paste your, bank statements from your PDF or your CSV file or whatever. And I understand I'm saying like bank statements. You probably don't trust that bank anymore for whatever reason, understandably so. But this will just give you an idea, where's my money going currently? And you didn't really explain about like your finances, so I have no idea. I'm just going to assume that you're not necessarily tracking them. Step number 2 is now writing out a list of your North Star goals. So things that matter to you the most, things like life goals, financial goals, non-negotiable spending. They could be things happening right now in your life. They could be things happening, you'd like to be happening in like 10 years, for example. You write down that list. Then the next step 3, is called realignment, where you look where your money has been going, and then you look, where do I want to be putting my money, my other resources, my time, my effort, right? And you realign, you try to move money around a little bit, and it's like, ooh, I am spending way too much in X category. Maybe I should be dwindling down, reducing, or completely eliminating this so that I can build my savings back up. And for me, yes, $9,000, I don't know how much money you make, so I don't know how long it's going to take you to get back to that point. But what I would really focus on is just building back up to a solid emergency fund. So some people say $1,000. Some people say, 3 to 6 months worth of your expenses. What I would do is just look back. When you're doing this look back, you could even think like in the last year, what was my biggest expense besides this unfortunate scam, $9,000? But besides that, like of the unexpected expenses that popped up, what was the largest thing that happened? And if that's $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, whatever, that's how much your emergency fund should be, because that will, in theory, cover 90% of the things that occur in your life. So that's what I would recommend. It's really unfortunate what happened here to Kira, but it's just a lesson for all of us to just really pay attention. These scammers are getting good. Just imagine for a second that these scammers put their effort into something positive instead of just trying to, take from other people. Like maybe you should be providing your own value in the world instead of just taking what other people have created for themselves. So anyway, if you like these TikTok reactions, I've got another one right here for you, and I'll see you on the other side.